Apple stock jumping after hours in big iPhone sales, but big trouble still could be ahead because while iPad sales missed the mark, the iPhone sales topped the estimates by a mile, and still we're hearing reports that production of the iPhone 5S is hitting some roadblocks, and that great new Big Apple production isn't close after all. Scott Martin and Dave Maney here to blitz it out among other issues. Dave, there's no doubt that Apple benefiting right now in the aftermarket from low expectations, but to Scott's point, it's not the juggernaut that had this amazing pricing power in the past.
No, it's not the juggernaut at all, Charles. I think, look, let's give them a little bit of a break in that it's very hard to be that innovative, cutting-edge, world-changing company with a great new product all the time. I mean, when you think of what that looks like in consumer electronics, you really have to stretch. It's the Panasonic with a transistor radio in the 60s. It's the VCR in the 70s. It's the Walkman in the 80s. It's not that easy to create these things, and Apple's had this string of 5 or 6 of them. But if you say, can they keep doing it time after time? Are they going to bat 500 here? I don't think so. So it looks like, to me, it looks like rough water ahead for them.
So, Dave, if they can't bat 500 anymore, where should the stock be? Has it come down enough already? Because it's down significantly already.
Oh, I don't know, Charles. I don't sit and I'm not a stock price predictor guy. But if you ask me if there's positive or negative momentum, if all the bad news is out, if all the air's out of it, it doesn't feel like it to me.
Taco Bell, they're telling children no mas, the fast food chain taking away its children's menu, and they're focusing more on college kids. They're going for the 20-somethings coming home late from night partying. In a way, this is kind of interesting because I never even knew these guys had a kids menu. So to kind of get out with all this fanfare, they might have got more publicity getting out of something no one even knew they had in the first place.
They might have. This is kind of a funny story to me. The CEO was quoted today as saying, it's not consistent for an edgy 20-something brand to have kids' meals. And I thought, boy, to me, nothing says edgy and 20-something like artificial cheese. Like that's where it's all at. I don't get this one. It's interesting, Charles. I was on with you last week, and we were talking about KFC making a similar kind of move, another Yum Brands company, right? So now I'm waiting for the folks at Pizza Hut to announce that they're going to have MP3s and Wi-Fi on the jukebox or something. It feels, again, too little too late.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is that you're open past 1 o'clock in the morning on Fridays and Saturday nights. That's the key. All right, one more time, we're going to flip the script by talk about homeowners who are flipping out. Housing prices, they're rising fast, and more people are actually starting to flip their houses. So is now the time to take advantage of housing, which, by the way, is going to be a topic that we're going to delve into on my special this Thursday, 8 p.m. right here on the Fox Business Channel. But, Dave, want to get to you. Flipping houses, is this the right thing to be doing right now?
I don't know if it's the right thing to be doing. I think all things are kind of harder than they look. And when the popular culture's notion of what it takes is what they saw on HGTV last night, in the latest version of two identical twins, house flipping sort of notions, or whatever the latest version is, that's not sort of a good basis for making an investment. Look, it's a good thing for the housing market that this is happening. Flippers are arbitrageurs, right? They're buying low. They're putting a little bit of lipstick on, but they're taking advantage of a discontinuity in the price. They help the market be more efficient. It's a good thing for the market. I can't say whether it's a good strategy for an individual investor.
If someone's watching this, rates are starting to bounce a little bit here. Prices have come back pretty nicely. They've been on the fence for 3 or 4 years. Should they stop procrastinating and just jump in there and find a home of their dreams?
Yeah, if they find one of their dreams or their nightmares. I mean, listen, Charles, you know what? The best thing for the housing market here is higher prices, buddy. I'm telling you, because that's going to get people off their keisters and into this market and buying homes.
Dave, you think that's on sort of the right way to look at this?
Well, I don't agree that it's a bad thing for the market. Markets are efficient, and they're efficient in part because they're allowed to be efficient with people like flippers.
Well, markets are efficient until they're not efficient, right?
Yeah. And look, right now, on your core question, is it a good time? I just voted with my feet and bought a second place for our family up in the mountains in Colorado. It feels like a great time to me.
I tell you what, if I had a place up in the mountains in Colorado, it would feel great to me as well. I'm a little jealous there, but congratulations. Hey, as usual, you guys, I will. You guys are fantastic. Thanks a lot.